Welcome to Sanctuary Peacemakers, where we discuss all things related to security inside houses of worship with your host, Unity. Now, let's enter the crucible of our discussion. Large gatherings bring energy, excitement, worship, celebration, and outreach opportunities that can transform communities. But they also bring risks that do not exist during normal weekly services. Whether your church is planning a Christmas program, Easter event, conference, concert, or one-time special service that draws a large crowd, event security cannot be an afterthought. As the Department of Homeland Security notes in its Security of Soft Targets and Crowded Places Guide, DHS 2019, soft targets are particularly vulnerable because they are easily accessible, have limited security, and attract large numbers of people. Churches fit this definition perfectly, especially when hosting high attendance events. Today, we will break down event security planning for churches in a way that is realistic, practical, and immediately actionable. By the end of this episode, you will know how to plan, prepare, execute a safe, secure, and smooth large-scale event, whether it's for 200 people or 2,000. Our focus today will cover the unique risks of large gatherings, core planning principles, working with staff, volunteers, and local agencies, flow control and crowd management, threat detection and behavior recognition, emergency response planning, day of event execution, and post-event review and improvements. Now, let's get into it. Part 1. Understanding the unique risks of large events. Large events change the entire dynamic of a church campus. On a typical Sunday, your team may understand the regular flow, the faces, and the predictable patterns. But when a church hosts an event that draws new attendees, visiting families, production teams, performers, external vendors, or high-profile speakers, the risk profile changes dramatically. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, states clearly in Active Shooter What You Can Do, FEMA IS 907-2015, large gatherings require additional planning due to increased visibility, increased foot traffic, and increased unpredictability. That word, unpredictability, is the core challenge. Large gatherings create several specific vulnerabilities. Number 1, higher crowd density. Crowds create choke points, slow movement, and reduce reaction time. Emergencies in crowds escalate quickly. Number 2, increased number of unfamiliar faces. Your team cannot rely on baseline recognition of regular attendees. Number 3, higher emotional energy. Concerts, holiday services, and special events elevate emotional states, excitement, stress, distraction, which can influence behavior. Number 4, more vehicles and traffic complexity. Parking lot problems are one of the most common causes of frustration, conflict, and accidents at large church events. Number 5, more open doors and access points. As DHS notes in its K-12 security guide, every open door is a vulnerability. DHS 2018. The same applies here. Number 6, strained volunteer resources. Even well-trained church teams can get overwhelmed with unfamiliar tasks. Understanding these risks is the starting point. Once you know what you're facing, you can prepare effectively. Part 2, establishing the event security plan. Event security planning begins long before the event itself. The U.S. Secret Service emphasizes this in its Mass Attacks in Public Spaces report, USSS 2019, stating preparedness is achieved through deliberate, structured planning, not improvisation. A proper plan includes 5 core components. Number 1, purpose and mission definition. Your team must know why you're securing the event. A simple mission statement works well. Example, our mission is to protect people, property, and the ability of the church to achieve its ministry goals. Number 2, clear chain of command. Large events fail when roles are unclear. Define event director, security team leader, medical lead, parking lead, ushers and greeters, and communications coordinator. Number 3, site walkthrough and mapping. Every event should begin with an on-site walkthrough at least 1 to 2 weeks before the event. This allows the team to identify blind spots, access points, lighting problems, and choke points. Colonel Jeff Cooper famously said in Principles of Personal Defense, 1972, safety is not gained through hope, but through assessment. The walkthrough is your assessment. Number 4, access control decisions. A large event rarely requires every door to be open. Decide main entrances, secondary entrances, volunteer and staff entrances, closed or locked areas, backstage or production access. Number 5, communications protocol. Radios, hand signals, escalation levels, and emergency codes should be pre-established. As numerous after-action reports show, including the DHS Lessons Learned from Church Security Incidents Summary 2020, communication failures are the most common point of breakdown during emergencies. Nothing works without communication. Part 3. Working with staff, volunteers, and local agencies. Church events are group efforts. Security works only when the entire team works together. A. Staff and ministry leads. Every department, children's ministry, worship, production, hospitality, facilities, must know what the security expectations are. Provide them the event map, exits and rally points, who to call, what to report, how to manage crowds in their area. The National Association of Church Design and Construction states in a 2019 operations report, security plans fail most often at the ministry level because communication does not reach the people doing the hands-on work. B. Volunteers. Volunteers often feel overwhelmed at large events because they're put in positions they're not familiar with. Training is essential. Give them basic conflict de-escalation, what suspicious behavior looks like, how to direct crowd flow, what to do if they see an emergency, who to contact. C. Local law enforcement. If possible, inform local police about every large event. Not because you expect trouble, but because it improves response time and gives them contextual awareness. The International Association of Chiefs of Police states in their Places of Worship Safety Guide, IACP 2017, early coordination with law enforcement significantly increases response efficiency and reduces confusion. Even a simple heads-up call helps. If your church can afford it, hiring an officer for traffic or on-site presence is ideal. Part 4. Crowd management and flow control. Crowd management is one of the most critical components of large event security. The reality is simple. Crowd problems escalate faster than security problems. A poorly managed crowd can cause injuries, destroy property, create fights, block emergency routes, overwhelm volunteers, or trigger panic in an emergency. Parking and traffic. Traffic control affects attitudes before people even enter the building. Studies from the Event Safety Alliance, Event Safety Guide 2018, show that the most common point of frustration for event attendees is parking and traffic management. Use clearly marked routes, cones and barricades, designated parking assistance, separate lanes for drop off and pickup. Entrance flow. Avoid funneling hundreds of people through one point. A good rule of thumb is one staffed entrance per 150 to 200 attendees. Greeters should make eye contact, welcome people, observe behavior, identify any red flags. Greeters are a critical part of the security picture. Interior movement. For concerts and large gatherings, use directional flow. Entry lanes, exit only doors, separate flow for children's ministry, staff near intersections. The National Fire Protection Association states in NFPA 101 Life Safety Code, crowd rush can occur at densities above 6 persons per square meter. NFPA 2018, Section 12.7. Your job is to prevent that level of density. Exits. People should always see at least two visible exit paths. Large events must avoid blocking aisles, doors, hallways, and stairwells. Even temporary decor can create hazards. Part 5. Threat detection and behavioral indicators. With large crowds comes increased unpredictability. Fortunately, threats almost always reveal themselves through behavior. The Secret Service report, Enhancing School Safety 2018, states most attackers exhibited concerning behaviors prior to the attack. Those behaviors are rarely subtle. Common indicators include target glancing, scanning entrances repeatedly, clenching fists, nervous pacing, loitering without clear purpose, repeatedly adjusting clothing as if concealing something, fixation on a person or location, angry muttering, or visible agitation. The Marine Corps Combat Hunter Program defines anomaly as anything that does not belong, is not normal, or cannot be explained. USMC 2007. Your security team must rely on baseline, anomalies, behavior patterns, gut instinct. Gavin de Becker, in his book The Gift of Fear, 1997, wrote, intuition is always responding to something. If something feels wrong, it usually is. Trust that instinct. Part 6. Emergency Response Planning. Every large event must have an emergency plan. Not optional, not assumed, deliberate. This plan must include 1. Medical response. Identify medical team, first aid stations, AED locations, EMS access routes. The American Heart Association notes in its CPR Guidelines 2020, survival decreases 7 to 10% for every minute without defibrillation during cardiac arrest. Seconds count. Number 2, evacuation procedures. Your team must know primary exits, secondary exits, how to redirect crowds, rally points outside. Number 3, severe weather planning. If your church is in an area prone to storms, tornadoes, floods, or extreme temperatures, integrate environmental hazards. Number 4, fire response. Fire extinguishers must be visible and unobstructed. NFPA guidelines require clear egress at all times. Number 5, lost child protocol. Large events increase the risk of separation. Include immediate lockdown of exits, discrete internal communication, verified reunification process. Number 6, violence or suspicious person response. Your team should understand levels of alertness, Cooper color code, de-escalation steps, when to call law enforcement, when to enact lockdown. Number 7, communication tree. Every emergency plan must include who reports, who receives the report, who makes the decisions, how information spreads to staff and volunteers, what instructions go to attendees. As FEMA states in Effective Communication for Emergency Response 2019, Delayed communication leads to delayed response, which leads to increased harm. Clear communication saves lives. Part 7. Day of Event Execution. Now we move to the actual event day. A perfect plan is worthless if it is not executed properly. Number 1, early arrival. Security must be among the first on site. This allows walkthrough, equipment checks, door checks, radio checks, positioning. Number 2, briefing. A pre-event briefing should last 10 to 15 minutes and cover overall plan, assignments, expectations, communication rules, emergency procedures, key contacts. Number 3, staging. Place volunteers where the highest impact occurs. Entrances, parking lots, hall intersections, stage or backstage access points, children's ministry areas. Number 4, active monitoring. Security cannot sit, cluster together, or stay in one spot too long. Movement increases awareness. Number 5, guest experience. Security must remain approachable. Your presence should make people feel safe, not uncomfortable. Greet people, smile, make eye contact, observe quietly. Number 6, incident response. If something occurs, respond quickly, communicate clearly, stay calm, follow the plan. Number 7, debrief. After the event, team gathers, identify successes, identify failures, update the plan. As the Secret Service Protective Operations Division notes, debriefing is critical for identifying gaps and improving future performances. USSS Operations Guide 2016. Every event becomes a lesson for the next. Part 8, Post-Event Review and Continuous Improvement. Your job is not finished when the crowd leaves. The post-event review is one of the most valuable components of the entire process. Ask your team what went smoothly, what did not. Where did we lose flow? Did any areas feel understaffed? Did we encounter suspicious behavior? Were radios sufficient? Were medical resources properly positioned? Did traffic flow well? The DHS After Action Reporting Guide 2015 states, lessons learned only become improvements when written, reviewed, and implemented. Write them down. Conclusion. Large church events are opportunities for ministry, connection, celebration, and outreach, but they also carry increased risk. You cannot eliminate risk, but you can manage it, prepare for it, and drastically reduce its impact. Remember the core principles. Understand the unique risks, plan deliberately, coordinate with staff and volunteers, manage crowds effectively, detect anomalies early, prepare for emergencies, execute with discipline, review, and improve. As Jeff Cooper wrote, alertness is a state of mind that must be cultivated. And as DHS puts it, preparedness is a responsibility shared by everyone involved. Your church's mission matters. Protect it. Protect the people. Protect the environment that allows ministry to flourish. Thank you for joining this episode. Stay aware, stay prepared, and as always, y'all stay safe and y'all stay blessed.